I hate to tell you I told you so, but I told you so, and I don't really hate it. So, yeah, the Pixel 8a, and I told people whenever it came out, I said give it a little while because the Pixel 8 will come back down in price. Now, I thought it might take actually 2 or 3 months to get to that point, but Google, in record timing, has dropped it all the way back down to its normal price again. So, as of the making of this video, the Pixel 8a is $499, and the Pixel 8, wait for it, $549. So for $50 more, you can get the better Pixel 8. And like I said, it took Google less than a month to do an about course and go the other way and come back to where it was. And I talked about this for months leading up to the phone coming out, and I talked about it after the phone came out. Now, the Pixel 8a is not a bad phone. It's not a bad phone at all. I even took it with me to New York with my kids on my family trip this last week. I took a lot of photos with it. I had a decent time with it. And I've had a lot of thoughts about this phone because I think, as much as I don't think this is a budget phone necessarily at $500, I do think that kind of the budget phone era is kind of dead. And not so much from a price point, but from a technology perspective, because when you take a look at $300 and $400 phones traditionally, like the new ones, not ones that are like a year or two old or on sale, when they first come out, they've got like a crappy Exynos chip, they've got a Snapdragon 6 or 4 or whatever. They don't have the greatest processors, but I think Google has done something to help spearhead things in the right direction for giving us higher powered quality processors, and that's where the Pixel 8a, I think, really shines because, let's face it, a lot of people are not crazy about the Tensor chip. I think they're fine. I think the Tensor 3 is a good chip. But when you take a look at last year with the Pixel 7, the Pixel 7a, and the Pixel Fold with the Google Tensor 2, yeah, it kind of sucks. It's not the best chip in the world. It's okay, and it's good for certain things. But when you look at it from this perspective, Pixel Fold, $1,800. Do you want a Tensor 2 chip? No, you don't. But when you look at the cheaper Pixel 7a, a Tensor 2 is a good chip. So I kind of think the same way. I think the Tensor 3 is perfectly fine, especially when it came out with the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro. But when you look at it in a $500 phone versus, let's say, a $1,000 phone, a Tensor 3 looks like a pretty good value, and it's pretty powerful, very capable, and it's supported for 7 years. That at $500 is pretty fantastic. Now, here, interstage right, we have the Pixel 8. The Pixel 8 is a better phone in pretty much every area. It just is. I mean, it's better for IP rating, it's better with build materials, it's better with cameras, it's better with capabilities. It's an overall better phone across the board in almost every area. So $50 more, yeah, you want to buy the Pixel 8. You don't want to buy the Pixel 8a. So I said the Pixel 8a, very much like I did with the 7a, will be a better value later on down the road. So what's going to happen with the Pixel 8a? Well, over the next couple of months, they'll probably drop the price. They'll have some sales, and they'll do some other things, especially as we get closer to the fall, because the Pixel 9 series phones will get here, and then this will be the one in most recent memory because it just came out a couple of months previously. So as we get into the $400, $399, $379 ballpark, this phone really starts to look attractive to a lot of folks who want to get a Google phone, who like the Pixel experience. And there is a very, very good camera in here. Like I said, I took a lot of pictures with this, and I went up on top of the Edge in New York City. I walked around, I took some photos and stuff, and I've been really, really impressed with this phone. I mean, I think that it is a good phone, but it's just hard to justify this phone when you have the better version of it for $50 more. So I think that they should have come in and sold this phone no more than $449. Really, it needs to be a $399 phone. Like, to maintain the A series, this phone needs to be $400 or less because, let's face it, Google screws their own phones because they can't manage their own pricing structure. And I've said this, I've been saying this for years. I keep saying they need to get rid of the A series phone. Just make the 8 more like the A, sell it for $100 less, and then you've got your budget phone, and then you've got the Pro. And I think they might be finally onto something because supposedly this fall, we're supposed to get 3 Pixel 9 phones, a 9, a 9 Pro, and a 9 Pro XL. So if we could get the 9 Pro and the 9 XL, and that be the upper end Pro series, and then if they turn the normal phone into more of like the A, that would make a whole lot of sense. So, I mean, could this theoretically be the last A series phone? I'd like to see that. I think that it would make more sense. I think that Google would be more successful with the way they sell and market phones. And I think it would create that stratification between the phones where you say, okay, this is worth it. This is worth it for the price. But when you have two phones that are very similar fighting over a $50 price point, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, I get it. The Pixel 8 MSRP is $699. That's not a $699 phone, and I heavily criticized Google for raising the price up. It was a much better proposition at $599. Well, what they did is they tried to play a Samsung game where they have the price a little bit higher, but then they do sales. So you've been able to buy the Pixel 8 for $549. They had it as cheap as $499 like a month or two ago. I can't remember where, but I saw it for $499. And then you bring out the 8A, a worse phone, for $499. So it's just one of those things. It's very head scratching. It doesn't make any sense, but I was right. And I knew this was going to happen. And it's funny because other people are out there like, oh, well, if you buy it on a sale, like you can't look at the sale price. You have to look at what the regular price is because then this one's going to be on sale later too. Well, yeah, that's how phones work, especially when you have a phone that's 6 months older, 8 months older, whatever. Yeah, there will be different price disparities. There will be other sales, but Google very aggressively is selling their other phones. I think you can still get the Pixel 8 Pro. I think they dropped it back down to like $799. And the Pixel 8 Pro is a fantastic phone. It's a really good phone, fully loaded, flagship level phone, great cameras, all sorts of cool stuff. And that's a good phone. And if you still want to pick one of those up, I think it's good too. And what's great is whenever you have the same chip on all three phones, you get that uniformity for support. 7 years of support is nothing to scoff at. I mean, that's something that I think will be good. But here's the thing. How well is it going to be supported for 7 years? Like, yes, you'll still be able to use like Twitter, but like how many AI features are you going to get? How many updates? How many features are they going to keep backdating to their phones? That's something that remains to be seen. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. And I will say I really like this aloe green color. I think it's a beautiful color phone. I'm glad that Google sent this to me. This was from part of the Team Pixel program. They were kind enough to send it out. So I'm thankful for that. And I worry about carrying this around. I've been carrying it around for like the last 2 weeks with no phone case on it, and I worry so much about dropping it, but it's just such a beautiful phone. I do have a screen protector though. I did put a glass screen protector on here that I bought off of the internet. But yeah, I just wanted to come here and tell you that I was right, and you can go back to buying the Pixel 8. I'm curious though, when they'll drop the price on this. And when they drop the price on this, it'll truly enter that value category that I like to talk about, that I think finally makes sense. This phone at $399, fantastic deal. So let's see how quickly Google can get it there, and let's see if it gets there before the fall. I'd be interested. I think we might see $399 before the Pixel 9 launches, but for sure I think we'll see it by the time we get to the Black Friday and the holiday sales and things like that. And that's where the A series shines. About 4 or 5 months later, when you can get them for significantly cheaper, it just makes a whole lot of sense, especially when you're talking about a Tensor 3, really good camera, beautiful screen, 7 years of support. Let's see how quickly it gets to that $400 price point. So that's all I got. If you have any questions or comments, or you want to be like, yeah, you told us those, I'll accept those in the comment section. But that's all I got in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys next time.